Okay, so I always wanted this type of guitar, and I went and pulled the trigger on it today. This is literally the opening of the box. Hopefully it's in good shape. But today we're going to be talking about the Firefly Explorer style guitar. I've heard so many good things about it. So I've got my scissors and I've got my glasses. So without further ado, let's get cracking. A little loose inside the box. I don't know if you can hear that. So that's, well, we'll see. Let's open it up and see what we get. You know, there's always something really fun about doing these kind of things. But you never know what you're going to get, you know? Isn't that life? Isn't that the fun of life? You never know what you're going to get. Anyway, let's take a look. Oh, it comes with its own case. A cut along here, and there's that. Here goes. This is the moment of truth. But I've read so many wonderful reviews on it. I was checking the thing out at Max's channel, and I think he had a different version of it. But anyway, I ordered the purple burst, and let's see how it looks. First impressions, shall we? Look at that, guys. I'm going to bring that up for a close-up. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. First things first, I tuned it up. The action is very spongy, so I'm going to have to do a truss adjustment. And I'll get back to you guys about that. Anyway, but I tuned it up. It's got cheapy strings on it, but the guitar is very pretty. It looks really, really nice. I don't see any major flaws that are normally prevalent on these cheap guitars, but it's really pretty. I mean, I think it's striking. It has a beautiful look, and I really like how this horn, or this little indentation on the Firefly, is different than the West Creek version. The West Creek version sits up here. I think it's going to be really up to a playtest, but it's a really well put together guitar for the price. I mean, look at that. Beautiful finish. It's probably a laminate. Not that I care. And we've got, looks like some stock humbuckers on there. The knobs, you know. I mean, all of this stuff, guys, that's good. A toggle switch is tight. Normally, I've found with these inexpensive guitars, as a general rule, the toggle switch has a tendency to be very floppy. This one is nice and tight. But anyway, I'm going to do the truss rod. I'm going to bring out the amp, and let's see how it holds up, okay? I'll be back. So I did a little bit of a truss adjustment, but the neck is still very spongy. So I might let it sit for a day or two. It could be, you know, in transit and blah, 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 because I think these guitars are made in China. But regardless, hopefully the neck will sort of calm down a little bit. I sort of really had to really do a truss to try to get it. Had a massive bow. Aside from that, I suspect, and I could be completely wrong here, but I suspect this guitar has been pre-owned and returned, and there's a couple things I want to point out. One, the pickup cover, the plastic pickup covers are gone, and also there's a lot of smudging on the horn here. That's where somebody might grab intentionally. But first things first, it is a beautiful guitar. It's just really pretty. It's it's a rock guitar. We have a volume for the rhythm pickup. We have a volume for the treble pickup, and then one master tone, which is interesting. I would have preferred one volume and two tones, but that's the way they set it up. Middle pickup, or middle position for both, and treble. It's got a pretty good little rock sound coming out. Just to let you guys know, I'm using the Amazon Basics guitar wireless, and I believe this is the 2.0 or whatever, but it actually works pretty good. The only complaint, like I said in another review about this little thing, has a tendency to kind of shave off some of the low end. Anyway, guys, let's get back to business. Okay, so a couple of quick first impressions on it. Surprisingly, the gears were pretty solid. Normally on these cheap guitars, that's the first thing, it's just garbage. Is the gears, they slip and they slide, or they don't turn at all. These were rather smooth. Again, if it was pre-owned, somebody might have lubricated, but let's just call it 6 or half a dozen. I love the body style. I love like I said, I think it's a laminate, but it's just beautiful, as you can see. And it is almost nailed that Explorer or Destroyer style guitar, with the exception of this little cutout right here, which keeps them from being sued. Because we know Gibson has gone sue crazy. The one thing that's throwing me off though, guys, is the action is really a little too high. It's a little too spongy, but I can fix that. The other thing is that it's got the traditional and the stop bar tailpiece with the Gibson style bridge. The guitar is beautiful. It's pretty much everything that I expected. Again, with the neck. I live in Florida. This came from China, I think, and it's going to do a lot of moving around, so we'll see. But normally, guys, I don't adjust the bridge unless I have to, because when you start adjusting the bridge against the truss, it can get a little weird. A lot of high-end gain, as you can hear. Doing my best heavy metal riffs. So now, just basic clean. So it's got a lot of output, and I really kind of dig that. I'm kind of laying back on the picking because, I mean, it's got some punch. Let me roll back my volume a little bit so that my neighbors aren't already tortured enough. So, anyway, treble pickup clean. Rhythm pickup clean. Combination pickup clean. Okay. You know, and I'm going to hit it once more with the high gain pickups, just to give it a... So this is maxed out high gain, and I'm using a Fender 25R Frontman. You know, it's a great little practice amp. For live gigs, I'd run this through either my Marshall or my DeVille. Anyway, treble pickup cranked up. Rhythm pickup cranked up. Both pickups now in combination. The treble pickup does have a lot more bite versus the rhythm pickup. Okay, and finally I'm just going to check the same thing, treble, rhythm, and the combinations with an in-between sort of a gain sound. Not super cranked up, but kind of an in-between, which is normally the way I like to play anyway. So, treble pickup. Rhythm pickup. Combination pickups. Alright. Not bad. You know, I mean, look, let's face it, guys. You're not going to be going out and doing jazz gigs with this guitar. I mean, you could. Anything is possible, but it's a rock guitar, you know. So again, we've got two high output humbuckers, a really solid toggle on this one. Maybe I got lucky. We've got a rhythm volume and treble pickup volume, and of course a master tone. On the back, pretty easy access for your electronics here and there. I like how they move the strap positions, and I'm going to do a check real quick, guys, to make sure that we don't have any neck dive on this thing. I doubt it. With this horn sitting back here like this, I think it'll balance. It pretty much, look at that, pretty much balances perfectly. So for my nerd tech friends, I'm going to do this for you guys. So just take a look there at the guts. This is the toggle switch selector. The circuits look nice, soldering is well done. Same thing here on the potentiometers, the treble and volume, treble rhythm volume, and the tone. Actually, what I actually like what I'm seeing here is they're using the full-size potentiometers. Usually they use those little baby ones that they're cheap. So far so good. The wiring looks real clean, and that's about it. To be honest with you guys, to be completely candid with you guys, I never worry about crap like that. I just play guitar. To me, looking at all of this stuff, it's annoying. That's about it. But in case you wanted to see, and all the specs are on the site that you can, read them until your nerd spirit is absolutely met. I'm a player. I just want to know how this thing sounds. That's about it. Let me pause it, give you my closing thoughts. Okay, so I fired it up with a guitar strap here. It does pull a little bit, but not enough to really bother me. If I'm gigging and I lay my arm over here, my picking hand down on this side, it kind of compensates. So, and obviously, just like with the Flying V, I have a tendency to kind of tabletop that there. My final impressions of the Firefly Explorer style guitar. Well, it's extremely cool. It's very good looking. It'll look great on stage. It'll impress your friends. The neck's a little spongy. I may return it. And I also, like I said, I really suspect this one had been pre-owned. So God knows what they did to it. I left the truss rod cover off because I'm going to get back at it later. And normally when I do a truss adjustment, I let the guitar kind of sit because it has to settle. All in all, seems like a pretty fun guitar for 200 and plus change. Bought it on Amazon. You can't go wrong. Guys, let me make something crystal clear though about any of these type of guitars. It's a $250, let's just say $250 for the sake of argument. It's a $250 guitar. It's not going to play like a $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 Gibson. It's just not. So don't raise your expectations to expect a Gibson. You're not going to get one. You're going to get a cheap knockoff that's going to be fun for gigs. You can throw it around and you don't have to worry about it if somebody, breaks, steps on it, gets spills, whatever. But all in all, guys, I would say that it is a pretty good guitar. On a 1 to 10, I'd give it a 6. And that's my honest appraisal, guys. I'd give it a 6. One last thing I also wanted to mention. The neck has that kind of 60s thick baseball bat kind of feel. Very similar to my Les Paul Jr. Very similar in the style. But all in all, it seems like a nice guitar. It's got a little bit of a balance issue, but not terribly so. Finish is great. Knobs work nice and smooth. Everything seems, toggle switch intact. Pickup's got a lot of high output. Gears work very nice. It's got a pretty laminate. Like I said, I'm assuming it's a laminate. I would doubt it I would be absolutely shocked if it wasn't. But that's about it. Easy access to all the electronics so you can nerd out till your heart's content. I hope this review helps. Keep in mind, guys, go out and do something good for somebody else. Do something good for yourself. Try to make the world a better place. If you have any questions or any comments, I will do my absolute best to answer them. Be nice. Don't be a jerk. Nobody likes that. And rock on. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Firefly. Firefly was a great TV series. Love that show. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.